kind of taking note of the fractal nature of wind the other day. I came down here and the breeze was blowing, and I was noticing how the trees all blow perfectly within their realm of tolerance. They grow with a trunk that is able to withstand winds, may creak and groan. I can hear it creaking actually, but as it's being pushed around, if the tree is too stiff, it will collapse and it will break. And if the tree is too loose, it will bend and snap as well. So there's this happy medium. And then you go down to the branch level, and that's just a fractal nature of the same thing. You have the branches which sway just enough to allow the air to pass through them, flex just enough to not break. If they were too stiff, they'd break. And then further down the fractal line, we have leaves. A leaf will blow in the wind like this one here. And I've been taking note of this lately, how the leaf is perfectly designed to wiggle in the wind like that. Just thick enough to where it can do what it needs to do. Not too thick so it'll break. And then on that leaf are very, very fine hairs. And in the very, very slightest breeze that you can't even feel, you've got these little hairs which are moving just perfectly enough to pass the air over the leaf and allow it to exchange, release its oxygen, and absorb its carbon dioxide. And while this is something that we're all well aware of, all these processes from the tree to the branch, to the leaf, to the hair, and then whatever small hairs are on those hairs, as we know, everything has a fractal nature. And I don't know, we can learn a lot from plants by watching the way that trees are just big enough to not snap. They don't go too thick. They don't try to prove themselves. They don't try to say, look at me, I'm standing out. They don't try to take more than their share. And they share with their babies. They feed their babies. The trees feed the young through the mycelial network. So they're not too weak or they'll snap, and they're not too strong or they'll snap. And if that metaphor could be taken any other way, I don't know what else to say about it. That's the resistance that we have in this world against having a balanced view, and just by observing nature, those patterns in nature. It's just an amazing thing. I absolutely adore nature. I think it's a fascinating thing, and I think we can learn a lot from it. I thought about the aesthetics of plants, and I considered what if leaves weren't symmetrical? That's for a different video. We love symmetry. Everything is balanced.